Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. So on Stone Legion forums, you guys voted Kerbal Space Program as the game to play and do a Let's Play series till Minecraft 1.7. Who knows what we're at now? 2, 3, 4 came out for Bucket, of course, and then we're going to do lots of Let's Plays on that. But till then, I'm going to do some Kerbal Space Program, and I may do some World of Warcraft videos down the road as well. So here we are in Kerbal Space Program. So if you guys have never gotten this game before, or played it, or even heard about it, Kerbal Space Program is an indie developer title, and it is a space game, sandbox style, with a lot of cool options, a lot of neat features, and well, you'll see me playing it. We're going to try a very, I wouldn't even consider alpha feature, career mode, which was added in patch 22. They call it point 22. And we're actually on version 22, so this is the first time it was implemented, and lots of features are still coming, and it's pretty buggy and broken right now, but we're going to play around with it anyways. So the features on the main menu, I guess, you got the quit button, the credits, spaceport, and KSP community, I think opens the browser. You got the settings here, and of course here's the settings, just basic settings here. And yeah, let's start the game, shall we, and see what we have here. I'm also using something new to record with. I'm actually using XSplit. You probably heard about XSplit a lot when people are doing live streams all the time on the internet, on Twitch TV and, you know, Ustream, all those other popular streaming sites. But you can also do local recording, and I'm actually finding the performance insanely good, so I'm giving it a try. I'm going to see how well it works out, and we'll decide if we're going to keep it after, you know, the next few episodes. But from my Media, I've actually found higher quality of improvement, but also smaller file size, so that alone I think sells it for me. So let's start a game. We're going to start a new game here. So we're gonna call, we got a player name. Player name, what are we gonna call myself? Kane, I guess. Kane Hart, I guess. We're gonna play the career mode, and you can choose a little flag here at the beginning. I assume in the settings, or not the settings, but the folder, you can include your own image or whatever. I'm just gonna include this trippy one, because it's trippy. Start. And there we go. So I played this game many months ago, like maybe half a year ago, many months either way. There was, I think, 2 or 3 buildings before. We had the spaceport, I don't know if it tells you, okay, vehicle assembly building. We had the launch pad. We had the space plane hangar, that's making more like space planes rather than actual whatever, spacecrafts. And I guess it's still a spacecraft though. And the runway, of course, to launch them. Since then, there's been 3 new features added. Now, I don't know if there was a tracking station before. I don't remember if there was or not, but there was a way to track anyways. It looks similar to this, but anyways, there's a tracking station. And if we hit escape, it does load. It's a little taxing of a game. It's using Unity engine, actually, which is kind of hilarious because that's the engine that we're working to make a game. You have this new one here. I don't even know what this one was called, but I guess this shows you the lost pilots, assigned pilots, and available pilots. And these are the pilots you can hire, their applications, basically. So you can see that they're basically ranked on 2 things, courage and stupidity. So yeah, if they're, you know, have high courage and have high stupidity, I guess that's a great, you know, person to hire. Makes sense, because the missions I'm going to send them on, they're going to have to be really stupid. And of course, the very newest feature, which we're going to be playing a lot, is the new Research and Development Center, which basically is a tech tree. And as you can see, I guess that's me right there. The technology we start out with, which you got a few modules, and then you can upgrade over time, of course, and you get new modules added, and decouplers. So yeah, apparently you don't even start with a decoupler yet, so we're gonna have to see how that works for me. But you just go on, and you build up science points, like talents, and you unlock them. So I guess this one costs 4 science, and oh no, it costs 5 science, I guess it says here. I'm not sure what the 4 there means. We'll have to figure that out. Maybe you get 4 items unlocked. Maybe that's what it means. So let's go ahead and go to the vehicle assembly building and see what we can come up with. So, oh, there's our little flag there. And there's all the little cute Kerbals everywhere, working hard. Just running in circles, probably. And, so yeah, let's start with our command pod. So this is the actual pod where your Kerbal will live and breathe, I guess, in there. And then we need some kind of propulsion. I guess we'll need some fuel, actually, first, so... We'll do something small. Oh, it actually comes with its own little tank on there. Nice. Well, we could start with that one. We can see. We don't have to, you know... It's more of a testing, so we can go up and come back down. We don't have to go to space or anything. You got some module grinder segments. We don't need those yet, I guess. Utility. We need a parachute. You definitely want to add a little parachute, because if you don't add a parachute, you're going to have to be an amazing lander, especially when you're on the planet Earth. I don't know, I forget what the name they call it here. I think it's called Kerbal. But when you land on Kerbal, it's a lot harder than landing on, say, the Moon, which I think is called Mun on here. Maybe that's Mars. Either way. They have all the, they have a lot of planets up in space too, like the Moon and stuff like that. It looks like we have a science thing here as well, an antenna. And I'm assuming if we include that, that may get us some points in research. Maybe we can do something with that. We'll see. And I think we're ready to launch. So we can name our ship up here. Let's call it the first trip to hell. Or actually, the last trip to hell. It's probably going to be a one-way. And let's hit launch. So I got to remember even how to freaking fly or send this up in space, but we'll figure it out. So we're focusing on the last trip to hell. And now we got to figure out how we increase the speed. Okay, it's control and shift this throttle. And I think space is launch. If I'm right, well, we're going to go into space. So, here we go. Oh, and there we go. And oh my goodness. Well, we're lucky we survived the horrific trip. So, what ended up happening is we had our parachute and an ignition on the same launch sequence. So, we opened our parachute while we just took off. That was kind of stupid. But we did survive, and we can go back to the Space Center, I think. Oh, you're throttled up, so we gotta throttle down, I guess, to consider it successful landing or something before we leave. Space Center. I think there's a way to reclaim your ship, like once you've landed, you can just say, "We're done, please reclaim." Here's the ship here. Where is it? Fly, recover. We got idiots in the... So we can recover the vessel. There we go. Wait, we're gonna get 5 points for recovering it? Well, that's cool, if that's true. Let's go and check that out, just to confirm. So I guess even a successful launch and landing gives you points. So let's go to our... Oh, wrong one. That's our... radar station. Let's go to the research facility here. Yeah, we did get 5 points. There we go. So we unlocked the next part here. So now we can expand. We can go into basic rocketry. Or no, sorry. That's what we just got, I guess. We can go into general rocketry. We can go stability or survivability. Survivability is probably going to be the better one, but we can decide that later. So, yeah, we're going to change this up. You can actually add over here to the side. So, we were a bit of an idiot and added the parachute on the same thing. So, we're going to put this one up here. We're going to drag our parachute up there. And there we go. I don't think these matter if they're on the same one because I don't think they're stuck together. Yeah, I think we're good there. So, now let's try launching this again. Ooh, look at that music. So jazzy. Last trip to hell. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna increase our throttle again and floor it. I think if we hit T, it opens SAS. I don't know if that actually works on here. But yeah, it does. See how it reconnects? Oh no. Well, it sort of works. Kind of recorrects it. So there we go, guys. Look at that. We're way up in the air. And you actually, if I remember a trick, because of the gravitational pull and the way you're fighting over gravity, it's actually better to increase your throttle the higher you get and not as low. So we're already lost throttle. Our velocity is going to start dropping down. But we could probably click this thing and extend, maybe? Transmit data? Done. I don't know what that did, if it did anything, but cool. Let's just say cool. So now we're going to make our way back to the planet here any minute. We're slowing down. If we hit map here, you can actually see our projected trajectory, which is unfortunately going to end up in the ocean. But of course, if you land anywhere on Kerbal, it can be recovered just like how astronauts land back on Earth. There we go. Cool. And you can open this up and see your thing. So we're actually increasing speed now because, of course, we're actually heading back to Kerbal. And our velocity is changing quite a bit. And I assume this is going to make no difference, honestly. We're going to end up in the water no matter what because we have no thrusters to say, actually, I want to go a bit that way. So if we hit map, no matter what, the trajectory is going to be in the ocean. Yep. That's fine. And then we'll, in the near future, hit space again, and we'll get to the next launch sequence, which will hopefully open the parachute. And up here, it's telling us how high we are. I don't even know when the safe limit of opening a parachute is, but I want to get down to the ground as fast as possible, so let's do it as low as possible. It actually looks like, because of the gravity friction like I was telling you about, we're actually slowing down the further we descend because of gravity. It actually has quite a pull on you. I mean, take your arm and swing it fast. You know, you'll feel the drag on it. That's kind of the idea, I think. How lame is that? And funny, we did not end up in the ocean like I predicted. I'm not sure why. Okay, so it doesn't matter how we flip this around. We're going to still be going around, but we're going to now hit space and deploy the parachute. And and there we go. The parachute was successful. So it looks like it does drag it quite fast. It's probably a little unrealistic, but at least it lets you do it really close to the ground so you don't have to spend all day waiting for it. Now we're going to spend all day waiting, but there's a warp menu here where we can actually go faster. Now you got to be careful because apparently this can mess up physics, especially if you go further than this speed. So when you get close to the ground, you don't want to use it because apparently what can happen is the physics get out of control and your thing can blow up. Oh, we're safe. I guess the weight of it, the part of it blew up, but our actual thing is still here, so we made it. Wow. So now, I don't know how we recover it. I know in the map there was a recovery option. I'm not sure how one recovers it from here. Resume flights, revert flight. Revert, I assume, would just take us to the beginning. Oh, cancel. I guess you need to throttle down, even though you don't have any throttles left. Space Center, there you go. I'll have to figure out the shortcut for that, but we can just go back to the dish here. And we can click on this, and we can recover. Yes, please recover. And apparently, we only went up 0.8 science. Because I gathered data, I guess. So it wasn't much of an increase, but that's because we didn't go far enough up in space either. So we're going to have to change that now. So let's go back to our base building here. So let's get rid of this and get a bigger propulsion in here. Now that we should have decouplers, yes, we do have decouplers. This is really good for us. We're going to go ahead and add this as our base one here. And then for this, we're going to add a decoupler here. And we're going to go ahead and add some fuel tanks on here. Or actually, I could probably just use the same ones. They worked really well, to be honest. I'm going to do that. Oops. There you go. You can zoom out too. Hold shift and use your mouse wheel and you can zoom out. So there you go. And let's go ahead and add another decoupler. And another engine. And I think we can even copy these somehow. I forget how. Okay, if you hit Alt while lifting it up, you can drag it off. So there we go. There we go. We'll just add those up. Let's shift out of here. Now this is probably going to be beyond a disaster in the making. I mean, if this doesn't blow up, I don't know what would. But again, let's see how this decouples here. So we got the base one here. We got decoupling there. We got this one here. And then it goes to the next one. Yeah, the decoupling didn't show up properly. So where's this decoupling? Nope. So we want this decoupling, I think, here. So, or no, on its own, actually. So this is this one. Okay, so add one here. The decoupler there, right? There we go. Decoupler there. Then this one here. Decouple there, right? And this one here. Decouple there. And there's the pod. And honestly, we saw how it blew up anyways when you landed part of it. So we can honestly, just for safety reasons, why don't we add another decoupler right against the actual command module? Want to make sure. Oh, that's not a good way to... There we go. Make sure this is right up. Now let's add another one here. There we go. I don't think it matters if that command module's separated or not, but... Oh, that's down there. Huh, I didn't realize that. So that's there, that's up there. Well, we'll do it like that, there we go. That should work. Now it's really tall, and structurally it may blow up, but... Yeah, it's one way to find out, right? So there we go again. Yeah, this does not look smart at all. But here we go. Oh, it's actually working. We're stable. Now, I probably want to thrust down because, like I said before, I'm probably wasting too much thrust because of the fighting against gravity. Also, the overheating is already starting because of probably the weight. And then what we're going to do is, once it runs out, we're going to hit space. And hit space again to turn the next rocket on. And we're going to go a little faster this time. Because there's less weight, of course, and we're getting past that gravity. I'm going to keep doing this. And you can see Jebediah here is really, really excited. His smiles, you know, tell a lot. And here we go. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I thought we were going to get a little higher than this, but not a big deal. We are still increasing speed, so that's good. The overheating is still happening, but it's not fast enough to be a problem. And there we go. And now I'm going to turn this to a 90-degree angle. I don't know if we can actually do this during this mission, but I'm going to try to get an actual orbit here. Like I said, I doubt this is even possible, but I'm going to give it a try anyways. Okay, once this one's off, we're going to hit map here just to see where we are. We're going to bring this up. And we're going to look and see how well we can extend this. If we can get this up and going, we can do it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to actually fall out of fuel before we can get up, so it won't matter too much. But, oh, maybe we can get up. Here it goes. Yeah, we're going to run out of fuel too late, I think. Yeah, we have to correct the trajectory anyways. No big deal. Look how far we're going to get out. So we're definitely going to get out way far in space. We're going to be able to send a nice communication in deep, not deep space, but quite high orbit. So, and there's Mun. So Mun is the name of the moon. And if you zoom out, you can see all the layers of the planets. Look at them all. Wow. So one day, maybe we'll even get as far as Ilo. And if you zoom, oh, here's the sun, yeah. Wow. How beautiful is that? Yeah, so when you click up here, if I were to say add a maneuver and you play around with this, I could have probably, I'm not saying I could have, but oops, that's the wrong one anyways. Maneuver, delete. There you go. Add a maneuver. It's probably this one here, maybe. Yeah, if I were to add a maneuver and probably followed it, I might have actually been able to get an actual geosync of whatever orbit around the planet, but nah, no big deal. So we're gonna actually throttle down. Because there's no throttle anymore, we don't have any engines at all. And we're gonna go all the way out as far... Oh shoot, that was way too far. I missed out my... Oh well. I wanted to do my instruments further out, but I guess we're not gonna be able to. Oh yeah, we're in the map view. There we go. Oh, you know what? I didn't even add instruments to this. Yeah, we didn't even add instruments, so it won't matter. And I don't even think you have to land, do you? Or maybe you do have to land. Oh well. Let's go in for re-entry, I guess, here. So there's the planet. We're on the dark side of the planet right now. And yeah, let's speed up the boost here. Here we go. So we're boosting up the speed here. We're going into the Earth at 3,000. Oh, there we go. So we're heating up here. Whoa, we're on fire. That's awesome. So technically, we probably want to angle ourselves this way so we don't burn up, but I highly doubt that they have that feature in yet. Now you see just the wind around it. And, yeah, here we go. So we're 5,000, 4,000 almost. Oh, it's nighttime over here. I assume you can, yeah, you can do this live, so I'm just gonna put it this way, and I think you can click that too to parachute, but I'll just do it this way. So this, basically, the reader here, where we're 2,000 meters from the ground, isn't actually the ground, it's ocean, just to let you know. And that's the same for, I think, all planets, so here we go. We're gonna, let's do it around 500. I'm gonna put my parachute out. Okay, let's do it now. Oh crap, parachute's not going up. Oh crap, no, I'm doing something wrong. Oh, he had failed. I can't believe I just failed. So let's not revert. Let's not be a baby and revert our mission. Let's go to the Space Center here. And see what happened here. So let's go to our... Oh, not that one. I'm going to go to the crew one. I wonder what it looks like. As far as I know, now that we lost some men, that's it. Is this the recruitment center? Yeah. So lost. We lost Jebediah. And Jebediah is like one of the most known, unfortunate Kermans. But we still have Bill and Bob. We can always hire that Nellock guy who's just crazy courage and stupid. But yeah, it looks like we kind of failed bad there. But until the next episode, we'll see if we can get better. I gotta actually check to see if this recording even worked, because for some reason this entire episode has only been 150 megabytes, and we've been recording almost a half an hour, so I don't even know if it worked, but we'll see for next time. So thank you guys for watching, and have a wonderful day.